It's amazing how long the angry video game nerd has lasted. 14 seasons with 184 episodes to date, a feature-length movie and 2 official games. That's not including all the non-nerd centered videos like top 10s, nerd memories, and crossovers. I remember stumbling across the AVGN back in 2008 along with everyone else, discovering the magic that is YouTube. It was fun, new, and something that many aspire to, such as a friend and I making a comedy series and both made game reviews. I'm still going. It's hard not to point to James Rolfe and his nerd alter ego as the epicenter of many a YouTube review shows and otherwise. But as this is a game review show, I'm here to review, like I said, the 2 official games, released back in 2013 and 2016, Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures and AVGN 2 Assimilation, developed by Freak Zone Games and then published by Screw Attack. Remember them? I do. It's where the nerd lived for most of his early life with likable hosts and a thriving gaming community before the Death Battle series was deemed more important. No, I'm not bitter. I didn't get the privilege of playing them because A, broke, and B, it was only on Steam, and my laptop at the time could barely play PS1 emulators. It was that old. But now I have a much better laptop to run all the games I want, until I need to get a better one to play all the newer games, plus the release of both AVGN games in one remastered package, AVGN 1 and 2 Deluxe. Blimey, 3 paragraphs in, I'm only now talking about the games. Now, I'm well aware that the deluxe versions have many changes between them and the original games, mainly visuals, but considering I didn't play the original releases, they're completely lost on me. Both games involve a retro pixel art look, because of course they do, and play similar to Mega Man, but with the ability to duck and aim up and down. This makes the game a lot more player friendly than the Blue Bomber games because now I can shoot at upper and lower level enemies without losing all my health for the billionth time. Which you will be doing anyway because good god this game is hard as balls. Balls of steel I might add. Starting with the first game, AVGN Adventures, everything is out to kill you. Shit demons, witches, bunny rabbits, robots, and multiple death blocks. Apparently between this and the original release, the death block counter has been reduced considerably with the addition of difficulty levels. I would only recommend it to those who like a decent challenge to play the original mode. But for those like me who likes playing games a bit more casually, normal is fine. The game is split into 8 levels with a hidden 9th one as you beat the rest, each one themed around a specific genre of game or movie like cartoons or horror castles, so every level has its own gimmicks and enemies to face. So you run, you shoot, you jump, you shoot some more, you throw F-bombs, summon glitch your emblems, super mega death cry to unlock new characters you can find. Bullshit Man, Mike, and the Guitar Guy. Plus these characters are more than just character skins. They have unique attributes such as jumping higher, being able to shoot through walls, and actually being able to see hidden blocks to find secret paths and hidden chip pickles. Throughout every level there are 4 nerd cartridges to collect, so there's that completionism for all you gamers that can't live without seeing a 100% sign next to the game file. The story? Yeah, it exists. The nerd and crew get pulled into a game literally by the balls and have to battle their way through the shittiest game imaginable and defeat all the bosses such as the Learn to Fly head and Bimmy with a chainsaw. And fuck Bimmy, that bitch rocked my ass 30 times over before I fucked him up. I can't really complain that much because the game is designed to be hard and have you scream naughty words that mummy told you not to say. Despite the revised difficulty settings and the ultimate boss of the game, Fred Fox, being a shit-spewing, ball-swinging pushover once you know the patterns, I can honestly say I had a great time playing it. The controls are smooth as Irish butter, I love the art style and the creativity of the level themes and elements, and the music rocks so hard it'll make your earlobes grow pubes. I raged, I sweated, I won, and declared victory over the fucker. It's a great game. AVGN 2 Assimilation hits all the same notes as the first, because why fix what isn't broke? In fact, why not add to it with new power-ups that greatly expand the gameplay and the level design? Because the Mega Man X wall jumping is here and it's just as useful and awesome. While gameplay and controls remain the same, the design took a new turn. Instead of several big levels with a boss a la Mega Man, this time it's several small levels and a boss in 5 distinct zones a la Mario Land 2. As such, it allows you to beat the zones in whatever order you choose, but the design of these shorter levels are much more condensed meaning pre-prepare your balls on a silver platter because holy mecha death Christ, riding a shark is this game hard. And hand those balls to the bosses because they will kick them around the field. I will say, I love the Monster Madness boss. It just keeps going until the nerd snaps. Not to mention the sub-bosses like Fred Fox and Bald James that show up and bounce around. And yes, the nerd cats are back, and not only that, the game expects you to complete these stages perfectly. Granted, I have done a couple accidentally. But once I pass the 20 plus deaths and finally blow that stage the fuck up, I'm left wanting to hunt down the level designers and force them to drag their bare asses across the glass carpet. But that penultimate virtual shitboy level can go shit out a rusty dog food team for the skunk piss and groundhog shit. I'd rather play a genuinely bad game like Ride to Hell Retribution while sitting on a wooden chair with my balls hanging underneath while my worst enemy flicks them. Yeah, it's just a flick, but it hurts like fuck, just like my hands did while breaking controllers in sheer frustration. And if this level was a real person, I'll take those bits of broken shrapnel controller and stab it to death while proclaiming that I did it and no jury in the universe will convict me! Other than that, it's a really good game. Finally, there's the new Tower of Torment. And torment is the best word for it. Firstly, you don't get to play this new bonus game unless you finish the other two. But it is the ultimate test of attrition as you will break all the controllers during this short expansion in order to fight Bugs fucking Bunny. Out of all 2.5 games, I prefer the first Angry Nerd game. AVGN 2 and Torment of Power are great as well, but the extra characters and uniqueness are lost in the latter two. That aside, I absolutely recommend this game if you're hankering for a balls to the wall challenge that will make you orgasm once you get that coveted perfect run. The Angry Video Game Nerd 1 and 2 Deluxe is the best YouTuber game. If you're a fan, it will be a trip to find all the references. If not, it is still a well-polished run-and-gun platformer that's well worth every penny for the 6 or 7 spare controllers that you will need to buy in order to get through these games. I rate this game 8.5 out of 10. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified. And please hit the like button and rate 5 stars because that really helps out the channel. Plus, if you want to help the channel out further, you can over on Patreon for just $1 a month. Thanks again everyone, and I'll see you all next time.